Welcome back to this Let's Play of The Last Remnant. Last time we picked up the Tablet of Marshall in the Newmore Mines, at the directions of Rush's mother, and having the tablet lets us bind remnants. And one of the remnants we bound last time was Schiavona, which is this weird structure in Blackdale. But it turns into a spear, and Jager requests it. So the Meister now has a new weapon. And we won't be finding the upgrade pieces for this weapon for quite some time. It's, let's just say, not too common. He also learned this unique art, Beowulf. It's not particularly important. It works exactly the same way Omni Strike does, so I may even turn it off. It's just not that good. But we can now go and pick up a couple other remnants that we've encountered in our travels. There are a couple we don't have access to yet, and none of them are really important. The Schiavona is worth getting early because the if you look at your characters, like Rush here, you see this +1. When you upgrade a weapon, it keeps the +1. If you replace it with a new weapon, you have to start from sort of +0. So you want to replace those weapons early. And it looks like the demons are out here at Ivory Peaks. There are a couple treasure chests around here that I haven't picked up yet. I might have to come back through here later. There are a couple of guild tasks which are like, you know, bind 100 treasure chests. So that's really the only reason to bind them. Most of them don't have anything particularly interesting in them. I guess we can see what this one right here has, because it's right in front of us. Yeah, it's just a formation modifier.
Come on out!
Oh, that's the felling point.
Okay.
Anyway, here is the Lea Fort, which we can also bind. Now, unfortunately, this particular remnant is not requested by any of the characters in the party I'm actually going to use. It would be requested by Violet, but I have no real interest in using Violet in the long term. So, it gives a bigger hit point bonus, which is a standard benefit for bracelets, and it also has the morale control ability, which means that essentially every time you lose morale, you lose less, and every time you gain morale, you gain more.
Come on out!
Not, you know, super important,
Okay,
but
later.
it's something. It also improves the growth rate on your item arts, which, ironically, the person who requests it doesn't use any item arts, and neither will Rush, so I guess that particular aspect of it will just be wasted.
Come on out!
Anyway, I'll meet you back on the
later.
roadmap. The next one we're going to pick up is the Rubber Soul up in Dillmore. It's sort of annoying you have to come back to these places to get these. You don't have to pick these up. They also have the side quirk that if you don't pick them up, then the last boss has additional... Essentially, he uses them instead of you using them, which I guess is, you know, some incentive.
Come on out!
Though in some of these cases, maybe the ability, you know, sort of, he's using those instead of something more useful, so that might not be a bad thing. I'm just going to pick them up for the sake of picking them up. There's a lot more to the game than just that one fight. And I'm just going to time shift past these guys. And we've got a nice little Benny Hill show going here, so I'll put a stop to that. And then wait for that to recharge, so that we can duck in here and get back out quickly. Or get targeted by one of these stupid little doggies. Anyway, the rubber soul is also capturable. Glenys will request that eventually. That also gives a bonus to the growth of weapon arts, which isn't too bad. It also increases your AP growth and your speed. You know, all in all, the remnants that you pick up through the Tablet of Martial are some of the best equipment in the game. The equipment doesn't matter that much, though. It seems like the arts you have available tend to make a much bigger difference than the weapons you have, but I'm just going to check down here and see if there's a rare monster up. Nah, it looks like there isn't. Okay. That's it for this map. While we're in the business of just picking up random loot, I think we actually could have picked this up a while ago, but there's actually a second part to Blackdale we haven't been to yet. Every other time we've gone here, we've gone right, or left, so this time we're going to go right. And I'm actually going to be just running by that chest there, so that you can also break the chase, other than waiting for the bar to come back. You can also just leave the zone and they'll forget about you. Though, if you notice that they don't actually instantly go back to where they were, if you move 2 zones away, they will, essentially, the zone will entirely reset. That trap, there's a chest there with just nothing money in it. I think you actually can get that as soon as you're done with the Blackdale area for plot purposes. Which means I could have done this, 60 episodes ago, but the items back here are not... Well, I guess the other thing I'm picking up back here I could have used. It's not great. I'm not going to use it in the long run, and the only character you have that requests it, off to the left there, that passage I just skipped, it's just the map. I'm not grabbing it just because I want to save my burst of speed thingy for something more important. Oh, that's just a dig point. I forgot about that. That's not what we're doing. There's some dig points back here, some of which I think do have items I don't have yet, but nothing I actually need at this point. So, anyway, the reason we're here is this Smarioni, which is also a remnant piece of equipment. It boosts Mystic Arts growth, and I don't really care that much about Rush growing in Mystic Arts, because all he's using is remedies. But if you were going to do sort of a more Mystic-focused Rush, yeah, I'll just fight this off-screen. Actually, I'm just going to run back after that, so there's nothing more to say. To continue with the plot, we have to go to the castle in Celipole. So, there's another cutscene, of course.
My lord!
Irina?
You must be Irina's Sykes. I've heard many things about you.
I feel some kind of power flowing into him. It feels like... almost like a remnant.
What? I don't understand. How can that be?
This must be part of someone's plan. This power he sent, it's eating away at me from within, trying to control me. And through it, I I can feel him! David! Can't you feel it? Ah! Thank you.
We must head to Gaou Castle and report our findings to the Duke.
Yes, my lord. David, promise me you will not tell that old bat about my current condition, because I will never hear the end of it.
Understood.
Except that's the finding we're supposed to report. He doesn't have anything further to say, so I guess we're just gonna have to head back to Gaou Castle and, you know, say hi. We can visit the other supposedly missing leaders. They just have fun stuff to say, but there's no cutscenes. So, when we start next time, we'll be at Gaou Castle.